It's a pleasure to be here. I'm a little scratchy voice because I currently live in Hudson, Wisconsin. Married, I have 2 kids. I have a 14-year-old daughter who's a swimmer and a 12-year-old son who's a hockey player. And I've coached his team since he was 4 all the way up. We had a Pee Wee A game this morning, and I'm also an assistant coach on the girls varsity team in Hudson. So I've been at the rink a lot, and so I kind of lose my voice a little bit. But so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, what it was like to be in the Olympics. Brought some pretty cool things in there, at least I think they're pretty cool, in this little special bag. Come on in. Don't worry, just come on in, make room. Guys, slide over here, make room for people. There's extra chairs. Unstack the chairs. I know people are coming in late. Make yourself at home. Come on in. This is pretty low-key, you know. So anyway, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about myself, and then at the end I'll take questions and pictures and whatever else you want. Does that sound like a fair deal? Yeah. All right, good. So, like Justin said, I grew up right here in River Falls, Wisconsin. And at the age 4, my dad took me over to Hunt Arena, not the Wildcat Center where you guys are playing, but Hunt Arena where the college plays. And he tells the story how he held onto my hand for about 45 minutes, and after that I was gone. Just skated. Loved it. He built an ice skating rink out in my front yard, and I would come home from school every day and just go out there and skate, play in the snowbank, but skate. Older brother Chris, who's 2 years older than me, and my brother Chris signed up and was playing hockey. Well, he was sick one night and couldn't go to his practice. So my dad said, hey, let's dress you up in Chris's equipment. I was just crushed, very, very disappointed. But anyway, like I said, I had that dream. So when I was 12 years old, I got rollerblades for my birthday. And I used to rollerblade up our hill, up where I lived, south of town here, and sprint. How fast could I go? You know, can I go faster next time? I set goals for myself. And one of the goals I set for myself was to make the varsity team. Now, my brother Chris, he's how much older?
2 years.
Oh, you're listening. Okay, 2 years older. We never played on the same team. When he moved to Bantams, I moved to Pee Wees. When he moved to high school, I moved to Bantams. Well, when he was a senior, I was a sophomore. And I tried out and I made the varsity team as a sophomore, which was a pretty cool year for me because my brother was on the team. Get up at 5 in the morning. We used to practice before school, so we were on the ice from 5:30 to 7. Rush home, shower, and get to school by 7:40 or whatever goofy time school started. But I loved it. I just had a blast playing. And then I was fortunate enough to earn an athletic scholarship to go out to the University of New Hampshire, where I played women's ice hockey for the first time. What's the one difference between men's hockey and women's ice hockey?
You can't check.
Can't check, right? So needless to say, when I got to UNH, the first we had a scrimmage, I was in the penalty box 3 times that game.
Oh my gosh.
And coach called me into his locker or into his office afterwards and said, "Listen, here's the deal, dude. You calm it down. You can't go out there and just start hitting people." Because I was pretty pumped. Now that I felt like I was one of the stronger ones, I'm going to go start hitting people, right? Because I'm the one getting hit playing with our high school team. From there, I graduated and went to Concordia University, which is up in Montreal. And what happened there is I was able to go to graduate school and play on their undergraduate team. So I beat the system. So basically I got 6 years of college hockey in. Most people only get to play for 4. I beat the system along with a couple other my buddies, and you can't do that anymore, okay? They kind of all allowed that, but it was just a great opportunity for me to go to graduate school, continue my hockey career, learn a little French up in Montreal. Comme parlez-vous, they speak French. Got a lot of parking tickets because I misread the sign. I thought it would say no parking Monday and Fridays, but guess what it said? No parking Monday through Friday. So I got a few parking tickets, but that's what happens. So I graduated from there, and I still had a couple of years till I knew, it was going to be in the Olympics. I'm like, I got to find a place to train. I moved back home. I used to drive over to Hastings and skate with the Hastings high school team. Like Justin said, I'd jump on the ice here, and it wasn't working for me. I go, this isn't working. I'm not getting the training I need. So I called USA Hockey. I said, listen, can I move out to Lake Placid and live and train out there? They said, yeah. So I went out to Lake Placid, New York. I moved into the dorms. I was by myself. I found some part-time jobs working at the local sporting goods store, working at the rink, and I'd get on the ice and I'd skate with high school teams, college teams. I just got on the ice with whoever I could get on the ice with. I used to go train with the speed skaters. You guys ever seen speed skates? Big blades? I'd go train with them. I did whatever I could do to train. So the summer of 1997, I get a letter that says, you've been invited to try out for the first ever women's Olympic team. So I decided, all right, I got to train really hard this summer. Now what do I got to do? A bunch of my teammates were out in Boston. I'm like, that's where I'm going. Got in the car, I drove to Boston, found a place to live, and trained with them all summer. We'd go to Boston University and train with a guy there, a strength coach. And then in the afternoons, we'd hang out, rest, and then in the evenings, we'd we'd play in a league, a men's league, to get some more skating in. So then in August, went to the first ever women's Olympic tryout, okay, up in Lake Placid, like I said, 54 of us. After a week-long tryouts, he called us all into a room, and he said, I can only take 25 of you for the first ever Olympic team. He called off our name in alphabetical order. You think I was nervous? Yeah, I was a little bit nervous. But having the last name Bye, I heard my name early, and I was like, okay, first step, made the first cut. So now the 25 of us have from August until Christmas to train. And we spent a week in Sweden, we spent a week in Finland, we played Team Canada, we went around and played boys high school teams. You know, it was hard to find that competition. We're the top women's team, so who are you going to play? Any other female team is not going to be good, right? So we had to play boys high school teams. Now Christmas comes, and he calls us into a room, and he goes, guess what? I can only take 20 of you to the Olympics. Now do you think I'm nervous? Yeah. He called off 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies. And I'm a forward, I heard my name, and I was like, yeah. Didn't have a cell phone back then, okay? I know it's kind of hard to believe, but yeah, we lived without cell phones, okay? Came out of the room and went to what's called a payphone, okay? You guys probably don't know what payphones are, but you go to the payphone and you either put a quarter in, or you punch in a calling card. You take out the card, and I punched in my calling card, and I called home, and I told mom and dad I made the team. And I was crying, I was just like ecstatic. It was a tough day because guess what? Those other 5 didn't make it. They came this close, but they didn't make it. Got to come home for Christmas. I was home for 2 weeks, and you should actually hear my mom or my dad tell this story because they're the ones that lived it. But they talked about those 2 weeks where I was not the same Karyn that I normally am at Christmas time. I'd get up every morning and go down to the gym and work out. I didn't want to lose what I had. I'd get on the ice with the high school team. I didn't eat any sweets. I was just like, my mom's like, are you all right? I go, yep, I'm fine. I mean, I was just so driven and so focused on the Olympics. So we got back together after the Olympics, trained for another month, and then flew over to Japan. That's where the first Olympics took place. And when you go to the Olympics, you go through what's called processing, which is super cool. Okay, they give you a huge shopping cart, and you're in a gym, and you go around, and at every stop you get different clothing items, free. Okay, you get jeans, sweatpants, Olympic jackets, shoes, boots, tennis shoes, socks, robe, towels, camera. Again, no cell phones at that time. Now they get cell phones, and they get iPod. I mean, they get all kinds of really cool stuff now. But shopping carts filled up to here. It was a really, really great experience. From there, you go into the village, and to get in the Olympic Village, you have to go through security. Everything was very, very secure. I spent a lot of time in the cafeteria. Okay, at the Olympic Village, the cafeteria is open 24 hours. McDonald's being a big sponsor, they have a McDonald's in there where you can get whatever you want, whenever you want. Now, question for you: do you think our coach told us to go to McDonald's and eat whatever we want, whenever we want? No. Probably not. Good job. Good job. No, we weren't allowed to touch that until after we'd won. If we wanted to go, then we could. But the cafeteria had food to feed athletes from all of these different countries. Okay, like 70-some different countries. So let me give you guys an example here. For breakfast, you guys probably eat pancakes, French toast, cereal, eggs, you know, a lot of different things like that. Over in Europe, what they eat for breakfast, they take a piece of bread and they'll put meat, cheese, cucumber, tomato. No cover. Okay, it's called an open-faced sandwich. That's what they eat for breakfast, which is kind of more like what we would eat for lunch, right? So in this cafeteria, it had all of this different kind of foods, okay? Japanese and Chinese eat, what are those things called?
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks, there you go. They had chopsticks, they had noodles, all the food. So the food was fabulous. You could find what you needed to eat to fuel your body to perform at your highs, okay? This one particular morning, I see this guy sitting all by himself, okay? Gosh, I forget his name every time I do this talk. I forget his name. Let's see, number 99. Anybody, you can help me out? Used to play Canadian, scored like all these goals. I know kind of maybe before your time, but Wayne Gretzky, there it is. I knew somebody did it. I see Wayne Gretzky sitting all by himself. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, should I go sit with him? And I'm like, what's it going to hurt, right? He's Canadian, but I won't hold that against him, you know? So I walk up to him and I put my tray down, and I reach my hand out and I say, hi, I'm Karyn Bye. I'm on the U.S. Women's Olympic Hockey Team. And he goes, hey, I'm Wayne Gretzky. I'm like, no kidding. Have a seat. So I sat down and had breakfast with Wayne Gretzky, which in my mind was one of the coolest moments. So if you guys can ever think of whoever your idol is, whoever you follow, a role model, and if you could ever meet this person and sit and eat breakfast with them, it was a pretty cool experience. From there, we had a computer lab where we could email people. We had our dorm room where we could, they had a TV in our dorm room, and they would give us feeds from all the different events going on. So if there was ski jumping going on, we could watch it, or speed skating, or figure skating, whatever was going on, we could watch it. So that was kind of cool. Let's talk about the games, huh? So you get to the rink before the games, you get ready. We played China, we played Finland, we played Canada and Sweden, right? We win all these games, which puts us in that gold medal game. The night before the gold medal game, February 16th, 1998, is the night before the gold medal game. One of my former teammates, Katie King, comes to my room and she has a computer. And she goes, I got a song to play for you guys. And she gets in there and she plays this song, Reach, by Gloria Estefan. And it talks about reaching for that one moment, that one time, doing your best, just going out there and giving it your all, okay? And I looked at her after playing that and I go, what are you doing? I go, how am I supposed to go to sleep right now? Like I'm like this, right? But we'd work with a sports psychologist. So I'm going to put you guys on the spot right now. People in the back can't answer this question. People down here, raise your hand if you can tell me what a sports psychologist does. Take a guess. Raise your hand. Yeah.
Doctor.
It can be. It's a kind of a doctor. True. I'll give you that. I'll give you half a point for that. But let's elaborate on that right now. Take a guess. Don't be afraid to guess. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong. A sports psychologist. So it's somebody who works with sports. So think about the word psychology. Anybody know what that deals with? Now, an athletic trainer or a strength coach works with your muscles, right? And works with your body and physical part. So what do you think a sports psychologist works with?
Your mind.
Your mind. Excellent. Way to take a shot in the dark. So a sports psychologist works on what's going up here in our brains. Okay? What's going up here in our brains. So, give you an example. The night before the gold medal game, I'm pretty nervous, right? So, this sports psychologist, we had done different exercises leading up to the Olympics to help us calm our brains before we go to bed. We did something called visualization. So we'd close our eyes and we'd picture ourselves walking in opening ceremonies. We pictured ourselves getting on the ice. We pictured ourselves making stick-to-stick passes. We pictured ourselves shooting and scoring. The goalies pictured themselves making big saves. So we did all of this stuff. So I practiced, before I was even at the Olympics, I practiced what it would feel like to go to bed the night before the gold medal game, if that makes sense. Kind of weird to think of it that way. So when the night before the gold medal game came, I practiced this. Watch this. My visualization, closed my eyes, go to bed, slept great, got up the next morning, guess what? I was pumped. So pumped. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Does anybody know what it means to be superstitious? Yes. Take a guess.
It means that you you have lucky things or something like that, like not cleaning out your bag.
Yeah, superstition is like a routine that you believe in brings you good luck. Does that make sense? So hockey players typically have really a lot of superstitions, okay? One of my superstitions was to always eat the same breakfast, same lunch, if I could, pre-game nap. I mean, I had my routine that I had to do. On the bus to the gold medal game, our sports psychologist, remember the guy that works with up here? He put together a video for us. And that video showed all the times we had scored against Team Canada, okay? We're playing Team Canada. Can you hear back there? I feel like there's people in the hallway. If you want to come in more, yeah, come on in more. Make room for these people. You're good? Okay. I just look back there and I see people. Anyway, so he put together, we had played Canada 14 times on the tour and then once at the Olympics. They had won 7 and we had won 7. Do the math. Come on, do the math. 14 times, 7 and 7. So it showed all the goals that we scored on Team Canada. This video that we're watching on the bus. It showed our goaltender making all of these saves. I mean, now do you think I'm ready to play? Holy buckets, I was just bursting out of my skin. Got to the rink, I got ready. Here's something you guys can learn. I got ready the exact same way for every game. Whether it was a scrimmage, whether it was a league game, whether it was a playoff game, whether it was an Olympic gold medal game, prepare the same way. There's no reason to prepare any different for a scrimmage than you would if you're going to play for the championship. Prepare the same way. So I tied my left skate first. I always got dressed the same way. I used to chew bazooka bubble gum. I don't know why. Again, superstitious. And the last thing I said to myself before going on the ice is you can't do anything else to get ready for this game. Okay, you can't do any more sprints, you can't eat any better, just can't do anything else except go out on the ice with a smile on your face and have fun, all right? And that's what I did. Went out there and we had a blast. And guess what? We won, all right? You guys have been great listeners. Should we see what's in here? Here's probably my favorite item that's in this bag. Let's start with the best, right? After we win the gold medal, after we won the game, threw our gloves off, threw our helmets off, and monkey piled on top of the goalie. You're a goalie, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I sensed it. I didn't feel it. And goalies are a little awkward, I'm going to tell you that right now. They're a little bit out here, but take that with pride and own it, though. You got to own it, okay? Nothing wrong with it. I'm not picking on you. You got to own it. So we jumped on the goalies, and then all of a sudden, I was the last ones to get there, and the poor goalies are like, get off. Line up. And I see this woman come across the ice with a platter, and on the platter is 20 gold medals. How many people are on the team?
20.
Yeah. So guess what? Our coach doesn't get a gold medal. Our assistant coach doesn't get a gold medal. Our team doctor, our psychologist, our athletic trainer, just the 20 members of the team got that gold medal. This is the actual gold medal. It's the first gold medal. Honestly, I get chills every time I put it. It's been almost 20 years, and I get the chills every time I put this on. It's the first gold medal to actually have color in it. The guy who designs the medals for the Olympics, so the individual who designed this medal, it took him a day to make each medal. And there's like over 500 medals that are given out. So he starts making these well over a year before the Olympics, okay? On the back side, down here is a little hockey figurine just to show that it's a hockey gold medal. It weighs about 10 ounces. It's not solid gold. Can you tell I've been asked a few questions, so I'm kind of answering the questions before you guys get them at me. It's not solid gold, but there's gold in it. And what do you do after you have a gold medal around your neck? Or, people bite it, right? You always see that biting thing. So after we get the gold medal, we go in the locker room. Coach congratulates us, and I step outside. And have you ever seen anybody get interviewed on TV before? On like ESPN, and they have about 30 microphones in their face? That's what happened. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? I mean, they're just in your face, getting interviewed. So I told you there's no cell phones, but I didn't mean to lie. I guess I kind of forgot about this part about it. That's kind of right when cell phones were coming out, right? So AT&T had given each one of us a cell phone, but it was just to be able to kind of call our teammates. It was kind of different. We're just supposed to be so we could communicate over there a little bit. But we figured out how to make phone calls back here to the U.S. You have to punch in the special code, So I got on my phone and I started making some phone calls back here. Now, you guys understand that there's a time change. Right now it's like 1:15. Over in Japan, it's probably 2 in the morning. Okay, they're sleeping over there right now. So when I was in Japan and I made some phone calls back here, guess what I did? Woke a lot of people up. Okay? Didn't care. They were planning on watching the game being taped later, but woke them up, didn't care. Finally got to see my parents, celebrated with them. Basically was up all night because they had all these interviews, again, with the time change, all these different interviews. Went to bed at about 5 in the morning with the gold medal on. If you're curious, if you're wanting, I had it on. Had to get up at 6 in the morning to do all these TV things, David Letterman. I mean, really, really cool stuff. We had, now this Wheatie box has been around, so I should replace it with a better one, but this one's kind of been beat up. Had our picture taken to be on a Wheaties box, which I'm in the top middle. Again, you guys can take a closer look at this here in a minute. Trivia question. This is tough. Now, I think I've only had one younger athlete answer this question. I've had some adults answer, but I've never had kids, so I'm going to put you on the spot again. There's 15 members on this box. How many are on the team?
20.
Anybody answer the trivia question? Why are there only 15 on the Wheaties box? It's a tough one. Yes? Because they're goalies? Yeah, we wouldn't want the goalies on here, but don't tell her. Wow, that was a low blow. That was low. You owe her for that comment. You threw her under the bus. No, the goalies, in fact, this is a goalie. Only one goalie's on here. Only one goalie's on here. Anybody? Yes?
Did they have the coaches as
Nope, 20 players.
Did they have to go back to the U.S. for something?
Nope.
Because like there's maybe like extra goalies and whoever played the game got to be on
Nope.
box.
Did they get cut off?
Nope.
On the box?
Nope. Great guesses. Any adults want to take a guess? Nope.
5 alternates?
5 what?
Alternates?
Nope. Everybody played, everybody dressed, everybody was on the bench. They go by number? No. All right. I stumped y'all. Yes, I did it. No. There was 5 players that were in college. They have what's called eligibility. So if you're in college, you can't do any form of advertising. This is a form of advertising. If they would have chose to be on this, they could not go back and play college hockey. I know it's kind of hard to understand. We fought it. We said this is ridiculous. We won this. We want everybody on here, and we fought it. And they finally came to us and they said, "You either go in that room and have your picture taken, or we'll go get Tara Lipinski." Now Tara Lipinski was a 16-year-old figure skater for one, and we were like, "We're going." Didn't want that to happen. All right. So 4 years later, guess what? I decided I had so much fun. I decided I'd keep going here. I'm kind of getting, I get rambling here. Decided to go. This time Salt Lake City. This time, unfortunately, we're playing for the gold medal, and this time we lost. This time we won all 8 games on tour and lost the 9th game. So it was by far the toughest loss I've ever had to experience. We didn't have it. The Olympics is a one-game, one-shot deal, and they beat us, right? They beat us. So that one was tough. This one now is a little more rustic looking. It says Salt Lake City Women's Ice Hockey 2002. This one weighs about 19 ounces, so it's significantly heavier. I'm going to leave you with a couple other things here, just because I know I want to take some time for questions. I actually have a bobblehead. It doesn't look anything like me, and you might be able to get on eBay for like 50 cents or something. I don't know, but it's... And I brought a jersey to show you. So this jersey is the one I wore in the 2002 Olympics. I couldn't remember which one I grabbed. So I was an assistant captain. I was number 6. Last name Bye. Bye-bye. So I'm going to leave you with a couple things. One, the reason we won is because we accepted our roles. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example on your team. On your team, you might have a first line, a second line, a third line, a fourth line. You might have a line that gets more playing time than the others. Youth hockey, you typically play everybody pretty equally, but as you get older, sometimes that happens. The sooner you accept your role on the team, the more success you'll have. So, let's say you're a third liner. Maybe you don't get out as much as you'd like to. You have 2 choices, okay? You have the one choice where you can sit on the bench and whine and complain and pout about it and be negative, right? Or you can be positive. You can cheer on your teammates that are playing, and you can work your tail off to become a second or third line or first liner to get out there and play more. Okay? Which choice do you think is the better one?
Second.
Second one. Yeah, I agree with you. Good job. Okay? Our team in 1998 was such a tight team. Now take this for an example. Everybody who made the team were players who were on the first or second line, right? Like you took players from New Hampshire, you took players from Northeastern, Providence, wherever. We were all on our first lines, right? We were all on the power play. We were all on the penalty kill, right? Well, now you put all of us together. Not everybody can be on that power play or penalty kill, right? Some of those girls were on the 4th line. Those were the players, I'm telling you, I give them more credit than I think anybody else because they accepted their roles. They were positive on the bench. When coach called on them, they got out there, they played as hard as they could. They didn't whine and complain about not getting as much playing time. They were in it for the team. It's all about the team, okay? People didn't care who scored the goals. Yeah, we'd all like to go and get a hat trick. You'd like to probably get a shutout every game, wouldn't you? Right? We want that. But until you can put your team above yourself, it's not going to happen. You have to want to win as a team more than you want to get a hat trick. When you get to that point that you'll do whatever it takes to win as a team player, right? Over hogging the puck and thinking, I'm going to go get a hat trick. When you get to that point, you guys are going to be successful. And once you accept people for who they are on your team, okay, we had a team of 20 women. The fact that we didn't kill each other at some point, you know, we lived together, we trained together, we ate together. You got to accept people for who they are. So you look around your teammates in your locker room today. You don't have to be best friends with everybody. It's not going to happen. Okay, you're going to have good friends on the team. You should. But you may not have your best friends all on the team. But you know what? They're your teammates. You didn't get to pick them, did you? You didn't pick your team, did you? Your coach did, or people just made the team for making the team. So you have to accept them for who they are. So remember that. You have to accept them for who they are. They may not like the same color as you. They may not eat the same foods as you. They may not go to the same church as you. They may not, whatever it is. But they're your teammate. And when you guys are in that locker room together, you got to be tight. You got to be close. Keep the drama out of it, okay? Girls and drama go hand in hand, and I'm coaching girls high school hockey right now, and I said to them from day one, I don't do drama, okay? Keep the drama out of the locker room. Enjoy yourself. And I'm going to leave you with set goals for yourself, okay? Try to achieve them. If you do, that's awesome. If you don't, set another goal. Don't worry about it. Move on, okay? And have a dream. Whatever your dream's going to be, it can be something related to sports. Sports isn't everything, guys. Your dream may be something to do with school, business, art, science, medical world, whatever it might be. But have that dream, and then every day, what can you do to get closer to that dream coming true? I was very lucky to have my dream come true. Very lucky. But I'm going to say I worked for it too. I didn't just sit around and it happened by mistake, okay? So have that dream. And on that note, I think I'm going to take some questions before I take up too much of your time. Yes?
How old were you when you won the gold medal?
I was 26 when I won the gold, and I was 30 when I won the silver. And I'm 46 right now. I might as well answer it before it comes out. I don't care. Age doesn't bother me. It's a number. It doesn't bother me. Yes?
How old were you when you won the box?
I was 26 on the box. Short hair. Yes?
How many goals did you win by for the gold medal?
How many goals did I score? In the 98 Olympics, I think I had 5 goals and 3 assists. I was tied for the leading points on our team for that. And then for the silver Olympics, I think I had 3 goals and 3 assists for that Olympics. Yes?
Do you still play hockey?
Do I still play hockey? No. You know what? After 2002, I was done. I was cooked. I was exhausted, living out of a suitcase. I needed a break. And so I kind of quietly retired. I just kind of went away. I got married and had a family and just decided to open that next chapter of my book, and I love it. I'm still very involved with hockey as far as, I do a lot of coaching, run some summer camps and stay involved that way. Yes?
Is that bobblehead you?
Yeah. Come on, you can't tell?
No.
It looked more like Mike, I've always thought it looks more like Mike Madonna's chin. But it's number 6, it is me. Look closely, it is.
Did you ever go to college for anything else besides hockey?
Yes, great question. I did. I studied physical education. I wanted to get into coaching. And then when I went to graduate school, I got a degree in sports administration, kind of thinking athletic director. But I never really went that far. I never really, I've just been coaching, and I'm a group fitness instructor at Riverfront Athletic Club.